Alright, let me get this other one going. Alright, this other one going here. And alright, that's good. Stay right there. Did you move from out of frame?
Not really.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Alright, I'll sit here.
This is what I need to do.
Alright,
I need to
this is good.
I need to sit Indian style, so
Okay.
I'm gonna sit on this.
Okay, can you see, you see my
I can
profile,
see my
right?
face. Yeah, I think you're in
You
there.
can see my profile.
Right.
Okay,
It's like you and me, we're having this intimate conversation here on the street.
so, yeah.
You know?
So, Mr. Corso,
Yes, Mr. LaBonte.
how many years has it been, man, since, was it 2006?
Jeez.
It was 2006 we did the CD release, right? For
Really?
the Buffalo Stampede,
Really?
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so it's been 8 years.
Wow.
I know, time flies when you're having fun, right?
Absolutely. It's the way
So-
I like to fly.
So, let me get down here.
Mm-hmm.
So, you've been doing some projects, Cognition.
Cognition, a lot of studio work, being hired to come in and lay guitar licks for artists.
And you work with Frodo.
Yeah, we got Froda, and he puts out CDs all the time. He's got a bunch of them. Froda CPU, Power 2. Yeah, we've done some work on the studio right now with a song called Seven Sisters. And we're almost wrapping it up. It'll be another month or two.
So we're gonna try to get some vocals for Seven Sisters tonight.
I would love that, man. I think that if anybody could walk in the room spontaneously and pull it off, it would be you, Grand Poobah.
Right on, bro. Right on.
Dude.
Appreciate that.
I mean,
That's a high
you know, it's like
compliment.
shake hands with the moon. I go, here's the demos without the vocals, you know,
Yeah.
or here's some ideas.
Well,
And some of them we wrote together on the fly, but
Yeah.
it was just kind of a thing, well, this is our concept, you know, and
But you know, shake hands with the moon, dude. If you recall, Luther and I were sitting on your bed on the couch,
oh, that's,
and you played the tape.
oh,
And I said, play it again.
right.
And I wrote it on a napkin. I wrote it right then. Remember?
Now I remember.
Yeah. I wrote it on a napkin, what, 15 minutes?
You know, I got a little bit of Alzheimer's disease.
But no, that song is, like Leon Russell said, sometimes there's only one song in your career that comes together right.
Right.
And I mean, that fucking song just flowed, dude.
Yeah, it was
You know?
magic. It was,
Yeah.
it was magic of the way it happened. It's like
Yeah.
it came out of the ether or something.
And there were a lot of songs like that. I mean, you had the Buenos Aires, it turned into Buenos Aires.
I want to do that song again
I do
because I
too.
always loved it, and I
Yeah.
never felt it was recordingly wise, you
Yeah.
know, sound quality wise, justice.
But your guitar work in there reminds me of Ry Cooder, dude. It is absolutely fabulous, brilliant,
Awesome.
brilliant guitar work.
Well, thank you very much.
It really is,
Thank you,
man.
thank you.
I mean,
You know, the song's been around for a while, and I never got a chance to develop it or what genre. But you know, when we work together in Cosmic Buffalo, there is no genre. You know,
No.
it's like whatever flies. It sounds like a Mediterranean flamenco or something.
yeah, you had a lot of melodies, like
Well,
with
I'm
Moroccan.
gonna go when we go back and redo it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
study that song again,
Yeah.
and study it and kind of respin it. It'll be the same. It'll just be better performed.
Well, Moroccan, you had this tune
Yeah.
with Grant,
Right,
and
right.
and I, just kind of laid some lyrics down on a kind of
Right.
conscious, stream of consciousness.
Right.
And it turned out to be very much Morrison, like very
Very
fucking
much.
Doorsy.
Very much.
And it was hip, man. But
Very much.
the thing is, a lot of them tunes kind of sound like a jam tune because there was no real breaks.
They were
no-
very rough demo drafts.
It was primitive, but it was cool.
They
It
were
was-
templates as far as I
Yeah,
was concerned.
yeah.
Some of that stuff.
Yeah. But I didn't listen to the disc for 3 years.
That
And-
happened
and-
to me too. And you know what? After like 3 or 4 years not listening, I put it on and I just go, man, this thing still takes me away.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mean that in an egotistical way. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah. Well, the same thing happened to me. The way it happened, I didn't even have a disc.
Yeah.
I have a disc or nothing.
That same thing happened to me. I couldn't get a hold of a disc. I didn't know where I'd put mine. I had one copy or two copies. I think my mom has one too. It's like, Mom, I can't find it. You got that copy I gave you, for promotional reasons. So what happened was when I moved all my shit out of storage, I finally found it in my CD box and was able to put it back on and just go, all right, right on.
Well,
Cool.
I didn't listen to it for 3 years, and then I lost my house. I went to Boulder City, and once I got reestablished, got internet.
Yeah.
I went on the internet because I had the Sugar Man guy, right?
Yeah.
And I wanted to get his music, Rodriguez.
Right.
So I was downloading Rodriguez, and after I did, I said, just for, chuckles, I entered Cosmic Buffalo. Bam! It was there, man.
Yeah.
And on Amazon, it was Prime, dude. It was $13.99. It was Prime. It was a Prime product.
I know.
And when we released it, it was $8.99 on CD Baby.
I know.
And I've seen $90. That's it.
I saw it for my own eyes. I looked it up. I found what you were talking about on Amazon. Somebody's selling our shit for $14 or some shit like that.
Well, they're selling 99 cents a track.
The question I want to ask you is who bought up all those CDs and who is now selling
they didn't buy the CDs. What they did was when CD Baby sold to Discmasters, and Discmasters is a reproduction group. They already had the material, see? So what they did was they started bootlegging this shit. And all the MP3s, Amazon and iTunes and all them cats, they're all selling our stuff.
Well,
you
know what? Tim said, call him up and ask for a cease and desist. That's what I was told. I asked somebody professionally, and you can call him up and go, I'm the artist.
But that's cool, but they're also marketing us.
It's promotion. It's promotion.
I know, but they're marketing us in China, South America, Europe.
I know.
Hey, we already got a name and we got a market. So then we re-release it, redesign it, add some tracks, redo the tracks. Presto changeo.
Yep.
What are they going to do? Sue us? I hope they do.
You know
I
what?
hope they do.
Let their sorry ass try, because we copyrighted every one of those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I put them in ASCII.
Watch your language though.
Oh, sorry about that. Kitties. Sorry about that, kiddies. We'll edit that out for you. Anyhow, everything is copywritten. It's published. It's if you want to go to court.
And I paid for the barcode. I paid for that barcode.
Right.
We designed the cover.
See, I don't litter. I'm smoking a cigarette. I don't litter. See, I put it in my thing because I'm all about nature.
And the thing about Shake Hands with the Moon, and I know you feel the same way I do.
Yeah.
When we did it was a labor of love. It was a 5-year labor of love, and it was like my thing was I always wanted to have some, my message out there.
Right.
Some form of my psyche out there, like a message in a bottle.
Right.
And if people listened to it, they got something good out of it, made them smile.
Right.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, it's not about the money, man.
It was never about the money. It really wasn't about the money.
It never was for me.
No, it wasn't. I'm really proud of what we did, man. It's a good looking fucking CD. It's a good looking CD. The liner notes are cool. We did the CD release together, the Buffalo Stampede. We had Jerry Miller. You won't lean into the shot here. We had Jerry Miller, and his band was Dale Ackerman, Tyran Porter of the Doobie Brothers.
Yeah.
Fuzzy John Oxendine played with the Delta Rhythm Kings. I think he did some time with Boz Skaggs. Plays with Jerry Miller, Moby Grape. And we had Bob Harvey opening up. He was the founding bass player for Jefferson Airplane. Played acoustic. He opened up the show. Now, I didn't even get to see the show because I had to go back to the hotel where the Cool Pop and the Groove Master had flown in.
Stay on track.
Yeah, okay. But in any case...
in any case, this was a stellar fucking album, and it won the VH1. Oh, I'm sorry, kids. It was a stellar. It was a stellar album, and the track "Straight Hands with the Moon," which Paul and I are very proud of, because it was a great composition, and it was very simple. And Paul and I were just talking about the simpler you keep something, sometimes the message is going to come across in tenfold. So anyhow, that song one, you tell them.
Well, it was the
you know the details.
2008 VH1 Song of the Year contest finalist.
Yeah.
And our friend Rocky Peoples, who played sax on Shake Hands with the Moon, who's got 4 gold records, 2 with Billy Preston, 1 with Ray Charles, and 1 with Stevie Wonder. He called me and said, "Hey, Paul, how's that VH1 contest thing going?" And I told him, I said, "Well, you know, we didn't win, but we're finalists." And he was like, "What?" You know, and he was tripping because it was the first time I had ever entered a song in a contest, and we're finalists. You know, that's unheard of. It's unheard of. VH1 gets hundreds of thousands of entries a week, I would imagine.
Yeah.
You know,
They come in semi-trucks. I gotta drop them off. And
now you still have the
18-wheeler.
You still have the judges, the critiques of the songs, don't you?
I do. I have them somewhere in my notes or files.
Because I don't know where mine are.
Well, I'll show them to you. I'll find them somewhere.
But we got great grades.
Yeah.
We got great grades on
Yeah.
just about everything.
I felt honored, you know, that
Yeah.
that they considered us the way they did. I
Yeah.
felt honored. I didn't expect it
No.
at all.
No.
It just, you know, we just wanted to enter it, you know, because we had
Yeah.
these good songs.
Well, we
and-
felt good about
Yeah,
it.
we did.
And it is a great song. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody that hears it thinks it's a beautiful tune.
Yeah.
And
It pulls at your heartstrings a little bit,
yeah.
I think.
and
At least it does with
was
mine.
Let's see. It was May. Yeah, May. It was May. End of April, 2008. I shot a video at San Gregorio Beach for Shake Hands with the Moon.
I remember that.
And 1 month later, well, a friend of mine, Juan, he did it for free. You know, him and his cousin did it for free for us. Did a great job.
Yeah.
And a lot of editing, you know, because it was all lip sync. He you know, synced up my lips to the lyrics. And anyway, a month after that was shot, I was in the hospital. And it turns out I had 22 pounds of staph, you know. But, you know, it was an eventful time for all of us. I mean, it was really, once the culmination of all of our efforts actually became a tangible product that people could listen to, and we started getting feedback from people. Once we got noticed on VH1, obviously, you know, executives and stuff notice that, you know.
They do.
And so there's no reason to believe that they're not selling our stuff because they like it, you know.
They're selling it because it sells.
They're selling because it sells.
And there's money to be made off.
And Rocky said that another site for China has opened up, another one.
Oh, God.
So, and you can find us
God
on
help
Spotify.
us.
Spotify.
Okay, man.
You know.
Let's talk
So,
about the new
okay,
album.
right.
We're gonna.
So, go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
No. I'm just gonna let you
Yeah.
take it, but
Yeah.
let's talk about the new Shake
Yeah,
Hands with the
yeah,
Moon
yeah.
project.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that's
so,
what we're talking about
Yeah.
here. We're telling you, we're doing this interview, telling you a little history, but we really want to tell you about the new
Yeah.
project or the new
Yeah.
album we're gonna put out.
What we're
so
gonna
go
do-
ahead, Paul. I gotta step
Yeah.
up for a minute. I know my
Yeah.
spot. It's
Okay.
right here, so I'll be back. I just gotta
Well,
stretch
so,
out. Just talk with them. This is my spot right here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a flower there.
So what we're going to do is we're going to re-release Shake Hands with the Moon. We're going to redo 4 or 5 tracks, you know, make them longer, have some real nice constructive intros, real concerted and what can I say, interesting tempo breaks and endings. We're going to incorporate some good harmony vocals and you know, things like that. So we're going to probably redo 5 tracks from the old disc. We're going to add 5 tracks that I've done on my own, and Chris has got some tracks that he's done, and then we're going to create some more tracks. So we're looking to have 17, maybe 18 tracks on the new CD. I'm going to redesign the cover. redesign the liner notes. We're going to try to get as many of the players that were on the original CD on this new CD. And, we're going to hit the ground running, man. We already got material, it's out there, people are listening to it. We're going to probably, I'd like to set up, doing a First Friday in Vegas, maybe a couple of free shows, out here at Apple Jacks and here and up in Carmel, San Francisco, Bluey's Blue Room, things like that, and maybe open ups for some people that we both know, some bands and stuff. See if we can get some opens, and go from there, But both of us want to take the next step in music, I'm dying to do it, and I know Chris is as well. And Chris has got his project Cognition.
And I'm going to come talk about that in a second when Paul's done.
Yeah, no, I'm done. I'm done.
Well, that's
I'm
cool.
done. Yeah.
So anyhow, man, it's a great album. We're excited about it. We're pretty, whatever you want to call it, elated, happy, and it's good that we're back together.
Yeah, it is awesome.
We were a really good songwriting partnership.
Yeah.
One of the best, if not one of the best I've ever been in.
I mean, Chris is he's definitely a lead guitar player, exceptional talent. I'm instrumentally challenged, but
I'm challenged too, Paul, by the way.
I can visualize the music. I can visualize the song, and it's my visual arts, But and I like to sing, I know I'm working on my technical abilities, but from what I've been told from some people that know, I convey emotion pretty well in my singing. So I think that's what a lot of artists try for. But so. Chris, why don't you tell about? Oh, we're going to get T.J. Pulitzer, I want to say this. T.J. Pulitzer is a saint, man. This dude is one of the most generous, talented, skilled persons that I know. I mean, he's a recording engineer. He's an excellent guitar player, great singer, super producer, and on pro bono, he recorded those 5 tracks. Pro bono, with me, a generous amount of time, that he spent, and so I'd like to have him be the producer of the new disc. Go ahead, Chris, about Cognition.
Well, I want to say on a closing note on segments as we move to Cognition, I can tell you about the new album Cognition. I'm going to be very happy to work with TJ because he's an eminent person, good producer, from what his track record has shown us. And man, it's going to be great. That way I can just do my thing and have
Exactly. Exactly.
I don't want to be involved in all this complicated stuff. I just want to walk in and do music.
We can make our suggestions.
Right.
And then, he can say, well, we can do it like that, that.
As long as it's diplomatic.
And we just walk in, just concentrate on the music.
On the music.
Bro.
You just concentrate like it should be.
Yeah.
Like it should be.
Yeah.
You don't want to be twisting all the damn dials when you're trying to make a
Because,
masterpiece.
Chris, one thing that everybody should know out there is, Chris and I, we had our differences, but it was because it was creative tension. When you have two creative entities, and they both have a vision for something, and there's a clash, there tends to be, angst.
Right.
And we walked away. We did the project. We got it done. We kind of gave each other space, and we've each walked a path.
We walked away for a while so that we could let the dust settle to the bottom of the pond.
Yeah. So we both walked a different path. Had a chance to breathe and grow, and now we're coming back together. We have a renewed sense of purpose and respect for each other. So look for the project. It's gonna be great, man. The Shake Hands with the Moon was somewhat primitive. but with the help of Brian Vaughn, who did a great job.
Brian Vaughn.
Brian Vaughn did
Yay,
a great
Brian.
job,
Beast
you know,
Brian.
mixing it. I want to say all the people that helped us: John Murphy,
Everybody.
Tim Luce,
Who
Grant
else?
Waltham,
Grant Waffle.
Luther Cuffey, Craig Wan,
Ray Castro.
Ray Castro.
Who else? Jeez.
Oh, Lisa Kelly. Lisa
Yeah,
Kelly.
Lisa Kelly. Who else? There were a bunch of people.
A whole
that-
bunch of people.
They hate to be
What
forgotten.
was Dan went to his recording studio and had the analog tape and like that?
Oh, Danny Gazzano had the
Gazzano.
recording studio in Hayward where we did a lot of the 2-inch
Yeah,
basic tracks.
Right.
Yeah, it was a 2-inch 16 track into, I think that was an MCI console and a really nice board, and you know, it was a big room, so you get great drum sounds. But anyhow, we want to thank Danny for
and
that.
Rocky Peoples.
Rocky.
Peoples came in and he, you know, he felt the music and laid
Yeah.
in some sax. It was,
Right.
you know, the crescendo of "Shake Hands with the Moon" is just you can't help but feel it. And
Right.
you know, he put sax on Naugahyde for us, and Moroccan.
Right.
You know, Stain.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of really cool songs, and
We had a lot of people in on the project.
a lot of people
I took
helped.
it down to LA to do some work on it with mixing and different things for the basic demo of it, you know, just to get a feel for it. And Tim Luce, man, did,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Tim actually put
Yeah.
in a lot of hours. Just he helped shape it, you know, and everybody had a part in making the thing whole.
And I'd like to thank Tom Cosgrove,
Right.
who did the cover, the wraparound cover of the Buffalo, and the typeface for the title is excellent. And Edmund Ng, who designed the logo for Cosmic Buffalo.
I mean, there's so many people.
So many people.
If we forget your name, it's just because we can't remember that much
And
on
of course,
the fly.
our parents.
Oh
We
yeah.
have to thank our parents for putting up with us.
Right, and without our parents, there'd be no Cosmic Buffalo.
Thank you. All right.
All right, that ends
All right,
this
everybody.
segment.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. So let's get on to cognition because we have
Okay.
about, 20 minutes for that one.
Okay.